Now this would be the ultimate battle of fusions. What's going on, Dragon Ball fans? Welcome back to another awesome Dragon Ball What If battle. Now, what if Super Vegito encountered the combination of both Golden Cooler and Golden Frieza? Here today we have Golden Coolza versus Super Vegito, which would undoubtedly make for a very awesome battle. Now these mods were provided by UnrealEntGaming. He is a very awesome person in the community who makes really awesome mods. Now I was actually thinking about this and I was like, well, if this was only Super Saiyan Vegito, or at least Super Saiyan 2 Vegito, I believe in my humble opinion that someone like Golden Coolza, despite what timeline Vegito came from, would ultimately lose due to the overwhelming power of both a Golden Cooler and a Golden Frieza. Now, I don't really believe that Vegito would lose completely again, depending on which timeline we're talking about here. I mean, we could be talking about Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and if we are counting in the Dragon Ball Super version of Vegito, depending on which timeline we're talking about here, Resurrection F, post Resurrection F, the Universe 6 saga and whatnot, gradually just understanding how powerful he would be. Yeah, I mean, he would be immensely strong, but I think that, even as a Super Saiyan 1, I think Vegito would ultimately have a very difficult time having to go against Golden Cooler and Golden Frieza combined, but then again, I might be wrong. I want to know your thoughts down below. Are you guys for Team Vegito or Team Golden Coolza? And just thinking about, how powerful, Cooler and his brother would be in a golden-like fusion would be just overwhelming, I believe, even for Vegito. Unless, of course, Vegito became a god himself, then I would believe, things would be very interesting. But even as a Super Saiyan 1 and possibly a Super Saiyan 2, I still think that Vegito would have somewhat of a difficult time going up against Golden Coolza. But what are your overall thoughts, guys? Drop them down below. Thank you all for watching once again. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That way you guys don't miss all the latest news, information, and updates, and alongside What If battles. If you guys have any battles of your own that you guys want to see, simply request them by commenting down below, and I will try my very best to make it happen for you guys. Aside from anything else, you have to take into consideration Golden Coolza's power, because some people might say, well, if we're talking about Vegito post-Resurrection F and Dragon Ball Super, then he would be, hundreds of times more powerful than he ever was in Dragon Ball Z, which is true, but even with that, we have to take into consideration how powerful Frieza was when he came back alongside Cooler, even though Cooler isn't really, a part of the main story, nor has he ever made an appearance ever since the movies. Can you imagine if Cooler had a golden-like form too? Depending on which kind of fusion we're talking about here, if, Cooler and Frieza did the Potara fusion, then that would be very scary, because again, that simply multiplies your power. But even if it was the Metamorph fusion, I do believe that Golden Coolza would beat down Super Saiyan Vegito. Now, of course, if Vegito became a Super Saiyan 3 or a Super Saiyan God or any of that, then I think that Vegito would definitely beat the ever-so-living shit out of Golden Coolza. But again, we're only going to be using Super Saiyan 1 Vegito, and possibly if you want to go ahead and use Super Saiyan 2, we can. But leave your thoughts down below, guys. Once again, thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. If you guys haven't checked out my previous battles, what the hell are you guys waiting for? The official playlist is located down in the description, guys. Again, if you guys want to see any more battles from various mods and whatnot, comment down below and let me know, guys. Thank you all for watching once again. A very, very historic battle nonetheless, and I'll be seeing you all later. Take it easy, guys. Peace.